Welcome to Karna Maths Academy. Today in this lecture, we are going to discuss one of the most important question of Maxima and Minima, which is frequently asked in the examination. Question number 1. If the revenue function is R is equal to Q minus 3Q square and cost function C is equal to Q square minus 2Q, find the value of the maximum profit. If the revenue function is R is equal to Q minus 3Q square and cost function C is equal to Q square minus 2Q, find the value of the maximum profit. Solution. In this question, we are given two functions. The first function is revenue function and the second function is cost function. And with the help of revenue function and cost function, we have to find the maximum value of the profit. Revenue function R is equal to Q minus 3Q square. Cost function C is equal to Q square minus 2Q. Now we have to find the maximum profit. So we'll use the application of derivative to find the maximum value of profit. We know P is equal to R minus C. Profit is equal to revenue function minus cost function. The value of profit is equal to revenue function is Q minus 3Q square minus cost function is Q square minus 2Q. Q minus 3Q square as it is minus Q square minus plus 2Q. Q plus 2Q we get 3Q minus 3Q square minus Q square we get minus 4Q square. The value of profit function is equal to 3Q minus 4Q square. The profit function P is the function of Q. So we can denote it by FQ, that means function of Q. So profit we can let's denote by FQ, function of Q, because P is the function of Q. Now to find the maximum value and the minimum value of profit, according to the application of derivative, according to the rule of maxima and minima, first we have to find the first derivative of the profit function and then we have to suppose it as equal to 0. Now dp by dq, that means derivative of the profit function with respect to q. dp by dq is equal to d by dq p. P means 3q minus 4q square. d by dq of 3q minus d by dq of 4q square. So there are two terms. So we have to find the derivative of first term minus derivative of the second term is equal to d by dq of 3q. Derivative of q is equal to 1. 3 is the coefficient keeping as it is. 3 into 1 minus 4 is the coefficient keeping as it is. And the derivative of q square is 2q. Therefore, 3 1s are 3 minus 4 2s are 8q. The profit function we have supposed as f q. So derivative of the profit function, that means dp by dq, we can write as f dash q, the first derivative of the profit function. Now next we find the second derivative. F double dash q is equal to, that means second derivative of fq, the profit function. Already we have found the first derivative. Now second derivative is derivative of the derivative of profit function, that means d by dq of 3 minus 8q. Derivative of f dash q, that means second derivative, is equal to d by dq of 3 minus 8q. 3 d by dq of 3 is the first term, so derivative of 3 minus d by dq of 8q, the second term is 8q. So derivative of constant is 0 minus the derivative of q is 1. So 8 into 1 we get 8. So 0 minus 8 is equal to minus 8. So this is the second derivative of the profit function. Now to find the maximum value of profit, we have to suppose first derivative is equal to 0. According to the maximum value and minimum value of function, we have to suppose first derivative equal to 0, because at the maximum point or at the minimum point, the value of any function is always equal to 0. So let's suppose first derivative is equal to 0, which will give us the critical point. That means the point where the value of the profit function is maximum or minimum. So let's suppose f dash q is equal to 0 according to the rule of the maxima and minima value of function. According to the rule of maxima and minima, first derivative we have to suppose equal to 0. We have to take first derivative is equal to 0. The value of first derivative, we have got 3 minus 8q. The value of first derivative, we have got 3 minus 8q. The value of first derivative is 3 minus 8q. Therefore, 3 minus 8q is equal to 0. 3 is equal to minus, transposing to the right hand side, we get plus 8q. Therefore, the value of q is equal to 3 by 8. That means q is the critical point, or we can say q is the stationary point where the value of fq has maxima or minima. Now to determine the function as maxima or minima, we have put the value of q in the second derivative. The second derivative is already equals to minus 8. The second derivative, that means e of double dash q, already we have got minus 8. The second derivative e of double dash q is already equal to minus 8. So the value of the second derivative at 3 by 8 is equal to minus 8. Minus 8, which is less than 0. That means the value of second derivative at q is equal to 3 by 8 is negative. It shows that the profit function has maxima at q is equal to 3 by 8. Now let's find out the maximum value of profit, that means f q, at the point q is equal to 3 by 8. We are given profit function fq is equal to 3q minus 4q square. We have the profit function p is equal to 3q minus 4q square. That means fq is equal to 3q minus 4q square. So now we'll put the value of q is equal to 3 by 8 in the profit function, and which will give us the maximum value of the profit. The value of fq is 3 by 8. So putting the value of q equals to 3 by 8 in both sides of the profit function. So that we'll get the value of the profit function at 3 by 8, and which will be the maximum profit. Putting the value of q 3 by 8, putting the value of q 3 by 8, putting the value of q 3 by 8 on the left hand side and right hand side. 3 into 3 by 8, we get 9 by 8 minus 4 into 3 square means 9, 8 square means 64. 9 by 8 minus 4, 16 is 64. So we get 9 by 16. 9 by 8 minus 9 by 16. Taking the difference, the LCM of 8 and 16 is 16. 8 to the 16, dividing 16 by 8, 8 to the 16, we get 2, 2 into 9, that means 9 into 2, minus 16, 16 are same, 16 1 is 16, 1, 1 into 9, we get 9, that means 9 to the 18, 18 minus 9, divided by 16, 18 minus 9 is equal to 9, 16 as it is. So 9 by 16 is the value of the profit function at 3 by 8, that means the maximum value of the profit function is equal to 9 by 16. Therefore, the maximum profit is equal to 9 by 16. So if the revenue function is r is equal to q minus 3q square and cost function c is equal to q square minus 2q, then the value of the maximum profit is equal to 9 by 16, which is the required answer. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe it and share it to your friends. And don't forget to hit the notification bell icon so that you will get daily new updates. Thank you. Thanks for watching.